Mr. Walt Sweeney, jawing as usual. As any good salesman will do, he keeps talking. Keep
Really?
talking long enough, somebody will buy something just to shut you up, right?
West Hills Ford?
Well, right next to him, Jan Weiler from Partridge Meats, doing a fine job picking up the show here.
Of course, back to Walt, he did bring us a Ford Aerostar wagon valued at $20,000.
There she is. Jane Weiler from Partridge Meats. She's worried about her hair looking bad. It looks great
Looks
to me.
great, really.
My wife, I'll tell you what, Sandy, this is work, despite the fact there's good-looking women everywhere here. It's a tough job, but somebody's got to do it. That's right.
Pat going high on her opening shot. Spares it up nicely. Regina, fresh off victory. And you can be sure both of these ladies want to win.
Yeah,
Go on to our next show next week, in which $500 will be given away for first prize, $250 second, $175 third, and so on and so on.
Right over the first board, the first arrow, the fifth board. Throws a great shot, leaves a pretty strong 10-pin there. Regina was smiling at Pat as the match started, but don't let the smile fool you. This young lady is a competitor. She'd rather roll over you like a steamroller here. She is tough. There you go. The eyes fixed on the 10-pin. Cross-lane shot. See her right up against that ball return. Look out. Look out. Look out.
Oh, wow.
Could see it coming off of her hand, Jen. She just didn't allow enough for the head oil that was in. Let's take a look at it here. You can see it before it even crosses the arrows. It's out of position. Should be crossing over to the left side of the fourth arrow. It went to the right side, and right here it misses it by the narrowest of margins, less than an inch.
Cross alley spares weren't all that easy today. I saw a lot of girls missing 10 pins, a lot of them missing 7 pins. Really have to take note of that.
That was in the area again. You can trust if she's going to hit that first arrow, the fifth board, she's going to do this. Let's take a look at it. Right there you see it go right over the first arrow, and the ball's going to be a little light, but the head pin goes to the left wall, spins around, kicks into the 4, but the 4 is going the other way and takes out the 7.
She likes it. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Patricia Cannon, right lane. Pat just zeroes in on the pocket. 1-3, and it's out of there. She says she's married. She's got one child, her son, and 3 grandchildren. Can you believe it?
I can't believe it. She looks super.
That's a grandmother, ladies and gentlemen. I'll tell you what.
If that's what grandmother looks like, then
well, I'm ready.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, me neither. I'm ready for it. 193 is the average, the highest game she's ever bowled. 290. Started bowling at age 20, a late bloomer at Frisco's Lanes.
I bowled with her a couple years in league. She's really a lot of fun.
And she's having a lot of fun right now. Let's take a look at her and the replay on it. Split screen shows us her good extension. Great footwork. Stays low all the way through the shot.
Rips through that ball.
You bet you. 1-3 pocket, filled up. Give it a little body English for help. But yeah, you didn't need any help there, Pat. 10 in the pit.
Regina, after opening in the first, he has a strike up in the second. Great shot. That ball had some great roll on it, hit the head pin, shook her from left to right, and cleared the deck.
Clear the deck. Clear the deck. Dive. Oh, wait. Wrong movie. I'm watching too many old movies anymore, Jen.
Hey, they got some great oldies, I'll tell you. Some good new movies out, too.
You betcha. But no better show in town than right where you're looking right now, Channel 5, WLW, the Sports Network. Baseball is going to be coming your way each and every week. Our cohort, Tommy Brenneman, is going to be on there, and Regina is pumped up. Great shot for a triple.
She's got the line she needs to play. I think I was surprised that she was a little further inside like the first game when she started out, because I know I bowled on this shot already this morning, and I knew where it was, and it's out there. Bobby,
you're a lucky man. Find a girl that pretty that can bowl too, and she's going to bring some money home. And the cannon, right lane, looks good. A little bit too much speed and deflection there, Jen. The ball never goes into a clean roll. Let's see if we can pick it up next couple of frames here if we can, and Pat will make a little adjustment there. A little strong with the ball. Leaves a weak 10.
Yeah, she definitely threw that ball hard, which kind of surprises me because I bowled with her this morning, and speed is crucial here.
That one covers it up just right. Let's see, she was a member of the All-City team. City team champion, women's team handicap champs. Okay, let's take a look at here. Watch the footwork. Footwork is great. Heel, toe, and slide. Keeps the knee bent a little bit, and then she comes up, but watch the ball deflect. There you see it taking the 6-pin into the channel and leaving the weak 10. A little bit too strong with the shot.
Pat also enjoys sewing, and I can tell you she's a great sewer. She makes some fantastic things. She's sewed some things for me already. And if she ever decides to give up bowling, she can do that in a cinch.
Carbon copy of the lane shot before on lane number 8, another weak 10, Jen, and you picked it up. She was controlling her speed earlier today. I think starting with a couple of strikes there really pumped her up. Regina's lined up. She knows she has to strike. I think you just started throwing the ball a little bit too far.
You get that adrenaline flowing, and you start throwing the ball harder and harder until finally you have to just sit down and say, no, wait a minute. This isn't how I was doing it before successfully, so let's just calm down and get back to where we were. It's always good to get excited about your bowling, but not if it's going to be harmful in that manner.
There you see the score. Regina Snodgrass in the lead, and she is zeroed in. Wow, is she rooting them home, too?
She's even running them out. It's great.
Let's take a look at her here. She's going to stay down, go through this ball exceptionally well, right over the first arrow. That's the key. That's what you want to watch, folks. If she hits the first arrow, 9 times out of 10, that's going to happen. No deflection on that ball.
Makes it 3 in a row for Regina. Or I take that back. That makes 4 in a row after her errand first frame in which she had an open. She brings it back with 4 great strikes.
4-bagger. Those eyes are intense, too. Is it close? Yeah, I think so. Oh. Ball rolled off a lot more, even though she hit her target. She's really going after that ball, Jen.
Sure is. She's throwing a super ball. When she gets on a roll, she just can strike and strike and strike, and she won't leave you any breathing room. I know. I've been snuffed out by her.
Been on the receiving end of that a few times, huh? She's intently looking at the 4-7. Going to shoot cross lane for it. Covers it up, no problem. For the 4-7 spare, Jen, tell the people at home how you go about making it. What adjustments do you make?
Well, normally I draw a mental line, which isn't good, but I know what my ball does. And normally I will stand to the furthest right dot and aim between the 3rd and 4th arrow.
That seems to work pretty well for you. I know you make a lot. You're a good sport shooter yourself. Pat Cannon's not out of here. She says, I can strike with you, Regina. And she does. Comes back on the right lane with a great shot. 9 pins is the deficit that Pat Cannon has to make up.
We had some great averages this morning. The women were just here. They were ready to play. And not quite as good scores here on the show, but of course the lights and the cameras, and that has a lot to do with it.
Wow.
What can you say?
Ooh, perfection personified. That's right. Regina's got to watch this shot one more time because we are. Let's see where she's playing. Identical lines? No, she's pulling the ball up around the 8th board. Does she like it? Yeah, she gotta like it. 10 in the pit. Every pin doing its job.
That makes a double for Pat. This is an interesting match already.
Look out.
Something gets off in her footwork or something that she's just way ahead of the ball.
I think we'll see it here, right here. See her raising up a little bit early on it. very, very hard to see, but she actually gets through the ball very well, but it cuts straight through. The head pin's going to go straight back, and the 5-pin action on it kicks out the 6 there. There you see the score. Pat Cannon's right back in this match. The double working, and Regina's got to bring the spare back. 3-10 split. It's got to fit the ball between the 3 and the 10, something like this.
Great.
There you go.
Regina's at the top of her game right now. Over the years, you know, she's always been great. Of course, she moved up, similar to Brian Himmler, she moved up to women's leagues when she was just 16. And that gave her a lot of experience early on. And here she is, one of our top women bowlers in the city.
As young as she is, she's been around for a long time as a top competitor. That's right, Jen.
She's been qualifying for 7 years already on the Queen.
Well, you can almost bank on it. When she nails that first arrow down, it's going to be in the pocket, and most of the time she's going to strike. That was a great shot by Regina.
Pat Cannon can really do some damage here with a couple more strikes. Get Regina thinking a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Pat's been qualifying for 15 years. She started bowling at Frisco Lanes.
Age 20, and I tell you what, she just labeled that shot. 7-pin is a little reluctant to go down, but it finally gives way. Take a look at it here. The 7-pin, the one to the leftmost part of your screen, ladies and gentlemen, that's the one you want to watch. Head pin's going to go back on this one. Throw the 2-pin to the channel, and the 2-pin kicks the 7 out last. Hot dog, she'd say.
Hot dog.
There you see it. 2-pin, there's 3 pins. And then the spare up instead of the double actually makes it 13, folks. So Pat Cannon enjoys a 13-pin lead as we see it now. 2 frames to go. She do
Really
there,
pulled
Jen.
that one.
Yeah, she
came up at the line and pulled it, and the ball never had a chance to make it to the pocket. Almost got the trip on the 6th. However, that will give her 187 with the spare up in the ace, and Regina has 155 in the 7, so Regina's going to need a strike here up in the 9th to catch her. Unless that happens, oh.
no problem.
She's
no
laughing.
Yeah, Pat knew it was there the minute it went down.
And not a moment sooner.
Amen. Regina could control her own destiny here. Should she strike out in the 9th and 10th frame, she will be our champion. Could finish out with a 245. The best Pat Cannon could do would be 237. It's riding on this shot.
Oh, my goodness.
Absolutely fries that rack, Jen. Let's take a look at it here. You want to talk about power? She doesn't give up anything to the man on this one. Watch the 5-pin. Second one back in the middle of your screen. There it goes through the 1 and the 3. And now watch the 5-pin. Exit, stage left. There's a 7-pin.
Pins are bouncing all around the place.
That's right. You are out of here.
That was a super shot.
Regina.
Men beware.
That's right. I don't know. I don't think I mind getting beat by her. That would work. Regina is a strong competitor, and we are seeing exactly how strong she can be right here. One more shot in the 11th frame here in the 10th, and she will put this match out of reach. She's got to get this one, and then it'll go away. But if she does not, Pat Cannon's not out of here yet. Pat can strike out in the 10th frame for 237. And if Regina does not strike on this ball, the best she could carry would be 225. There you go. Well, it's all immaterial now. All she's got to do is basically stay behind the line and get any kind of a decent pin count. She's going to finish with 240-something.
That's the kind of scores we had this morning. I'm glad to see Regina back in the groove. And, of course, she will go on to meet our 4th place, or rather our 3rd place finisher from our qualifying from this morning next week.
3 pins or better, and it's all over, and that's better than 3 pins. There you see it. She's a happy young lady, and rightfully so. Pulled a fantastic game.
243. I'm happy to see Pat Cannon back in bowling. She's been away a couple years. I hadn't really seen her much around the circles. She's a good bowler and a good competitor.
And a good ball right there. Wants to finish out with a little style.
Yeah, she can get to 237 if she strikes out. Of course, that'll be short, but what a great game. It's always a shame to have to lose with such a fine game.
Well, it is tough, but I tell you what, at least you can go back home and hold your head up high and say, I did my best. I just kind of ran into a buzzsaw this afternoon. Pat Cannon with a strike here would finish in the 230 range. Otherwise, it's 220 something. It's there. I'll tell you what, she's pumped up to just shoot a big game, and that's great. That's what you want to see. 237 she could finish with. But Regina's already in the house with 243, and she'll be coming back to meet us next week on the second and final finals for the Queen of TV Bowling, right here on Channel 5.
And I'll just go ahead and tell you, we are going to see Julie Pruitt next week.
Yeah, we're gonna see a young lady sitting right to my right. Jennifer Kleekamp's going to be with us too. How about that?
And then our top qualifying woman was Jan Hill.
So
we're buying for $500.
That's right. So stay tuned for a great show. I'll tell you what, Regina Snodgrass, 243. Pat Cannon, 236. There you see it. Stay tuned. We're going to be flying out of here, but we'll be right back with a presentation. Well, that's it for week number 1 here in the Queen of Bowling, and the 3 contestants, everybody bowled marvelous. I think you'd agree. But the story today, Regina Snodgrass just did a fantastic job. Regina, you get to carry home some hardware, and everybody else has got some hardware, but we'll see you again next week. How do you attest to how you bowled today?
Well, my first match when I bowled against Mary Kay, I was really nervous, and it showed. I took a piece of tape out of my thumb hole, and I relaxed, and things just worked out right.
And as they say, the rest was history, right? Well, it's history for this week, but next week we'll be coming back to you for another Queen of TV Bowling, so join us again. Thank you.
Greater Cincinnati BPA Queen of Bowling.